Canada's local talent. This is your host Mehwish Khan. How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to take you guys on a musical journey because we have an Indo-Canadian artist with us in the studio and he's here to share his journey with us. So everybody, let's welcome Vikram. Hi Vikram, welcome to our show.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming and giving us your precious time.
Thanks.
So how are you enjoying this weather?
It's good. It was not a bad winter this year, so.
Really, you think so?
Well, it's been worse.
I'm still waiting for spring to start because it has officially started, but haven't touched us yet. So hopefully start soon.
True.
So how would you describe your singing style?
I'm a little bit more on the, I guess, on the softer side, and my style is, I guess, a little bit more. It's sort of a sweeter sounding voice, very melodic sort of songwriting, and a lot of the people that influenced me are sort of Canadian artists like City and Colour, Ron Sexsmith, so a little bit more on the mellow side, but a lot of passion in the vocals as well.
So let's step back and go back to your growing up, your background, where you're originally from and where were you born?
Okay, so I was originally born in England.
Okay.
And I came over with, I guess, with my parents when I was 3. And I grew up in Alberta, Edmonton I lived there for about 17, 18 years. Started playing music there, went to university for a few years. Then we moved over to Vancouver. And I spent a few years at university there, still playing music. And then after I graduated, I really wanted to do music, so I moved over to London, England, and I lived there for 5 years.
So just for music, you moved back to England, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, originally that's the reason why I moved back.
So is it because you you think they have better training in music there, or is it like a special music school they have that you wanted to go back there?
No, this is back quite a few years now, but back then the music scene in the UK was very good.
More.
It was compared
to Canada.
Compared to Canada, the bigger market. London is kind of a music center, so I had the opportunity in life. I was not tied down to anything.
So do you remember how old you were when you did your first song, like when you started singing?
When I first started singing, I think I was 16.
Okay. But you had the passion for singing way before that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, but I never really tried it. And then I was in a little high school band, and we did some very bad versions of songs that are very popular at the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was too bad, so I continued on with it.
So when was the time that you realized that, oh, I have a singer in me, I want to start singing? Because a lot of people realize their talent when they're like in their childhood, right? So how old, that was before high school, or in high school you were like, yeah, let's join a band or start one and start singing?
It was in high school, and actually after that, those sort of talent shows that I did.
So did you play like a main lead role?
Yeah, I did. We did, like I said, I did a couple bands and a couple performances in high school, and then I actually got the opportunity to write our high school graduation song.
Wow, that's
so yeah, we went to a studio and I wrote the song actually myself, and we went to the studio, recorded it, and then it played as we were entering into the graduation ceremony. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. It's kind of a piece of history that I'm stuck with.
So what do you do right now? You're singing, you're writing your own songs, and you play the guitar, right?
Yeah.
So what other musical instruments do you play?
I don't play anything else. I play just guitar and vocals, but I've started a new musical endeavor where I'm playing with a tabla player and a sitar player along with my acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
So kind of mixing, I guess you can call them, Western songs.
So I've noticed that your songs are in English. They're not in Hindi or anything.
No.
So is there like a specific reason for that? Is it because of the language barrier?
Yeah, my Hindi is pretty terrible. So you don't want to hear me sing. You don't want to hear me speak, but singing is a different story.
I'm getting like a pinch, and I really want to ask you something in Hindi, but if it's really bad, then we'll just delete it.
We'll be okay.
So, would you like to perform something for our audience? Can you play something on your guitar?
Yeah, I'll play a little song, a little snippet of a song.
What's become of us lately? Are we getting old? Look at us now, we're all tangled in the past. How could we not know that our love wouldn't last? Spend my whole life running to you. Look at us now lately, I'm so far from you. Look at us now lately, I'm so far from you. Look at us now lately, I'm so far from you.
Wow, that was very nice.
Thank you.
And when you talk, you sound different, and when you sing, it's like a completely different person. But
yeah. A lot of people said that.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
Amazing. You sound amazing. So, would you like to describe your songs? Like, do they symbolize your childhood, or like when you're writing a song, do you kind of relate it to how reality is going on, or it just comes in your head? Like, okay, let's make up a song on this theme, or let's make like a happy song or a sad song. How does it work?
I try to make it. Yeah, I try to make it a varied approach to songwriting. A lot of them are personal. That one's a personal song.
Yeah, I was listening to the lyrics and I was kind of thinking that I'm going to ask you. So you relate to it to your personal life?
Yeah, so that would be more of a personal song. I've done quite a few personal songs as well. But then it goes from anything from personal songs to, like, I'm working on a song right now about the environment, which is obviously a very hot topic, modern in terms of the world and things like that. So it varies. I kind of get bored of writing about the same. If you just write about yourself, I think it's kind of a little bit too self-indulgent, and people probably get bored about hearing just about you.
You want to have a different theme every time.
Yeah.
So we're having a very interesting conversation with Vikram. We're going to be back right after a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
चॉकलेट चिप कुकी
अली
सिर्फ कुकी दूंगा, चॉकलेट चिप नहीं दूंगा। इसमें तो बहुत सारे चॉकलेट चिप हैं। एक सेकंड देता हूँ, अभी भी बहुत है।
अब अली बेचारा क्या करे, जब नए बिस्कॉनी चॉकलेट चिप कुकी में है बहुत ज्यादा चॉकलेट चिप्स, ऊपर भी चॉकलेट, अंदर भी चॉकलेट।
आपकी कुकी
बिस्कॉनी चॉकलेट चिप कुकीज बहुत 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 चॉकलेटी।
हर खुशी बिस्कॉनी।
$60, ma'am. जब इश्क हद से बढ़ जाए तो तमाम ख्वाहिशें मिलकर सिर्फ एक ख्वाहिश बन जाती हैं। और बेचैन दिल हर पल हर लम्हा रोता है, दीदार को तरसता है।
हेलो
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जी मैम आपके उम्र के कागजात वगैरह तैयार हैं, प्लीज पेमेंट करके ले जाएं।
ओके थैंक यू।
और यही मोमिन का दिल अगर किसी की आंख में आंसू देखे तो सब कुछ भुलाकर सिर्फ अदा करता है। उम्र के बुलावे के लिए कुछ ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए, नेक नियत और रहम दिल ही काफी है। बाकी हम पर छोड़ दें। अलबरका ट्रैवल निहायत मुनासिब उम्रा पैकेजेस के साथ 905-232-6566।
मैं हूं जहांगीर खान, स्क्वाश कोर्ट का चैंपियन, लेकिन रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट का चैंपियन मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। मुझे उन पर यकीन है, आप भी करके देखिए।
जहांगीर खान और हजारों क्लाइंट्स का चहेता मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन। रेजिडेंशियल प्रॉपर्टीज और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स दोनों के लिए ही सही मशवरा, सही फैसला। मकान जिसे आप अपना घर कहने में फख्र महसूस करेंगे। मोहम्मद कामरान हुसैन 4163185264।
This is the world of internet. You have everything on your computer and mobile screen. If you wish to promote your business through internet, especially to perfect target market, then you have just one reliable name, NJ Marketing, offering various marketing solutions like social media marketing, telemarketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, graphic designing, web designing and development, and mobile application development. So call now at 647-824-1485 or email at njmarketing15@gmail.com or log on to njmarketing.ca.
An exclusive multi-designer studio specialized in wedding planning services, bridal wear, casual party wear, jewelry, shoes, purses, dupattas, men's and kids' clothes. You name it, we have it. Some of the Pakistani designer labels we carry are Sani K, Agha Noor, Sana Safinaz, Anas Abrar, Zainab Chutani, Wahaj Khan, Fatma Khan, and many more. Parahan, sheer elegance. We believe in quality service and best price.
You can contact 9075 Derry Road West, Unit Number 1, Milton, Ontario.
Are you looking for someone who can turn your dreams into reality, whether it's real estate buying, selling or investment? Wasiuddin is the first choice of clients because no client or project is big or small for him. With years of experience, Wasi also offering exclusive deals on pre-construction projects and helping hundreds of clients to make their dream come true. So call Wasi at 416-566-3642 or log on to homesbywasi.com.
रंग वाली भरम वाली न्यूज वाले व्यूज वाले भेल वाले मेल वाले कराची वाले खैबर वाले लाहौर वाले और पिंडी वाले इन शॉट पूरे पाकिस्तान वाले चिली मिली के हमत वाले कैंडीलैंड चिली मिली।
Welcome back. I hope you all had a good break. Before going on a break, we were talking to Vikram about what kind of songs he usually writes. So, since you only sing English songs, that's not really a problem. But being in a South Asian community, what kind of response do you get from people?
I think it's getting better now because, as I said, I'm sort of fusing a little bit now my sort of Western style of writing.
It's unique because you don't see that many people singing English songs in South Asian communities, so it's a unique way.
Yeah.
And it stands out too.
Yeah,
right?
because I think because I was born and brought up here, or at least brought up here.
Yeah.
That's kind of probably why I sing more English songs. But I'm sort of going back to my roots now. I've hooked up with a tabla player and a sitarist, and so we're sort of taking my songs and adding a bit of a South Asian touch to it, and the response has been good from not only people who are South Asian but also just the general population.
Yeah, because you don't just want to target on like one sort of population, right? And that did catch my attention because when I heard it, I was hearing tabla in the background, and you were singing in English. So I was like, that's very unique, and that sounds really nice. Going to that, I did not know you before. I saw you on social media and stuff, and I saw a name called Race Against Fate. So can you elaborate a little bit about that? So it's a band that you work for, and when did you just talk about that?
Yeah, so I didn't want to just use my name as a sort of as a name for the project that I'm starting.
Okay, so you're starting a project that's called Race Against Fate?
Yeah, no, it's been around for a while. It's kind of basically me as a solo artist, developing different music around that name. So as opposed to just having Vic Kapoor or Vic or whatever you want to say, it's kind of boring. So I just kind of created this name that I've started doing my own solo material that I choose to do, and as compared to a band that I was in before, which was a different kind of project. So
as you mentioned earlier that you have a sitarist and a tabla player, so they're part of your band, like wherever you go, you perform, they go with you.
Yeah, they
But did you add them now to the group, or you used to perform solo before, right?
Yeah, I used to do. I used to do it before. Myself, it was a slightly different style, and then now I've taken it sort of in this direction where it's a bit of the South Asian, I guess, vibe to it. So now we're starting to develop the sound a little bit more, and we'll probably be performing, close to the summertime as well.
So where are you planning on performing in the summertime? Do you have something planned out, or?
We don't have anything specific right now, but we're trying to actually do even sort of cultural events or even weddings, just as the music when people are entering into the ceremony or whatnot, and just because the music is suitable for that.
Yeah. Where have you performed so far? Like if we talk about public concerts and public places.
I've done quite a few of the downtown venues, the Hideout, a couple coffee shops,
So people probably find it very unique when you have like tabla player and sitarist playing with you there, right? Because that's something they've never seen before.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's very interesting.
It's very different. So it's got a good response, so I'm going to try to develop it more.
So which famous musician do you inspire the most?
Am I inspired by the most?
Yeah.
I'm really, I guess, inspired a lot by Paul Simon, just because he's taken that whole, after he left Simon and Garfunkel, he was on his own, and in the 80s he developed sort of similar to what I'm doing, but it was more of African mixed with pop music. He had that album Graceland in the 80s, and so that was like a mixture of African instruments with his acoustic guitar and his song. So I think that's a really big influence for me right now.
Do you feel that you want to challenge yourself as a singer? Like, would you like to try something that you've never tried before and just challenge yourself being a singer?
Yeah, actually right now I'm doing a side project. It's more, it's almost like an online project with somebody out in Calgary. It's more of electronic. music.
Is it like a collaboration that you're working
Yeah.
on? So
Yeah, so
you're
there's-
gonna be singing and they're gonna have their instruments.
Yeah, so this guy has been developing the music. It's very electronic. There's no guitars or anything. It's just electronic.
Like rock band type.
No, it's more electronica. It's called synthwave. Actually, is a style of sound. So he's developed the music for that, and I've been singing, doing vocals on top of that. So we're actually gonna release an EP, an album in a couple months probably.
Okay.
He's just working on the mixing and things like that. So that's completely different for me.
So how many projects are you working towards right now? If you're working with him online and then you're working on making more albums, I believe.
Yeah, so on my own stuff, I've got a little studio at home that I've been recording a lot of my vocals for my own songs in there. And this is the beauty of the internet, is that I've been getting a lot of players from the internet who record instruments for me. For example, my recording sitarist is in Indonesia, and I've got a guy here, but the guy that records for me is a guy online that records and sends me the sitar part, and then somebody else somewhere else sends me the drum tracks, and then I just mix it all together, put my own vocals on top, and then have a song. So it's very efficient and I guess affordable way of recording nowadays, and I guess that's the future, right?
Yeah, and that's one advantage of internet, that you can find anyone anywhere, and then you can. Yeah. So if I were to do a game round with you, these are going to be very quick questions. So let's start. Okay. So you are the new addition to the Creole color pack. What color would you be?
Probably red.
Red. Okay, you like bright colors. Okay, if you were to go on a world tour with your friends, or you get to perform at your favorite place at a concert, what would you choose?
Probably perform at my favorite place.
And where is that?
I would probably say in Toronto and Massey Hall.
Okay, that's your dream place to perform in. And do you know what do you have to do to perform there? Can you go through auditions? Are you planning on trying at least?
No, well, I think you have to be a lot more famous to perform at Massey Hall, so I have to be famous first, and then I'll get to play there.
Okay, so let's say this interview finishes and you step out and you find out that you won a lottery for $10 million. What's the first thing you're gonna do?
I don't know. I probably would think about moving away from Mississauga. I heard Hawaii is very nice.
Okay, if Vikram wasn't a singer, you'd be?
I'd be what I am right now, which is, I guess I'm a lawyer by day, so.
Okay, I never knew that you're a lawyer as well, because I thought you're doing singing full time.
No,
it's just something that's on the side you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's
most of the singers don't pursue singing as like their main career, right? It's usually
nowadays it's hard. I think it's harder because it's harder to sell music nowadays. So I think revenue is harder to do when you're a singer nowadays, or any artist.
Yeah.
So I don't.
a lot of competition.
A lot of competition. You don't get paid for a lot of things nowadays. We used to have a physical thing that you sell to somebody and you get money from that. Now people just.
Yeah.
I do it too. I go on YouTube and I listen to it for free.
Yeah.
So now you have to perform to make money, which means you have to be constantly on the road, I guess.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that you are also a lawyer, so how did you, because I know becoming a lawyer is very hard. You have to go to law school, you have to study a lot, you have to focus totally on your studies. So how did you keep singing on the side?
I didn't sing while I was in law school.
Okay, so how long is law school for?
3 years.
3 years, okay, so for 3 years you didn't sing at all?
Just in my room.
Okay.
When I was dead tired from studying, I would strum my guitar a little bit.
Distract yourself.
Yeah, so I kind of was off it for a couple of years.
What kind of lawyer are you?
I'm an insurance lawyer.
Oh, okay. So that's nice. What is that one thing that you cannot live without?
Probably my
I would
family.
say like an addiction.
Oh, addiction.
Addiction,
I won't say my family's an addiction, but probably my guitar.
Yeah, so do you take it everywhere you go?
Yeah, I always have it. I even
Like, let's say you go on like a long road trip, you would take it with you?
Yeah, I have a little mini guitar as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can take
A
with me.
traveling one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you already told us your favorite dream place. Okay, so you have a date, and at the same time, you get a call to perform somewhere at a concert. What would you do? Would you leave your date and go there?
Not if it's my wife. Anybody else, yes.
Okay, if I were to turn on your iPod right now, which song would I see as recently played?
Recently played? Probably a lot of, believe it or not, a lot of Michael Jackson, because my kids love Michael Jackson, and that's all I'm listening to all the time now.
Okay, and how many kids do you have?
3.
How old are they?
7. My son's 7. I have twin girls who are 5.
Oh, okay, and they listen to Michael Jackson?
Yeah, they like Michael, which is really surreal and bizarre, because I loved Michael Jackson when I was 10 as well.
So they probably listened to, they probably saw you listening to Michael Jackson
Yeah.
a lot. That's where they got it from.
Yeah, because this is old stuff for them, right? It's not
Yeah.
current, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of like the same thing is happening for next generation.
Okay, so this brings me to the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Before I go, I want to tell you guys that Vikram's gonna be performing a little bit more for us. And before I go, so I'm gonna see you guys next Wednesday, 7 p.m. only on NJ Digital. And don't forget to watch Vikram's performance. We kept it for the end, so stay tuned and keep watching.
Now my heart has forever found a home. God has sent his angel to me, I won't let you go. I'm too scared to tell you I'm scared. All the time, you're everywhere. Say to me you'll be there. My hope will shine like stars in the summer night. Tonight, our love is all I need. We don't have to pretend. For us it's a Hollywood end. When you're not lying next to me, I feel dead. I'm blind, don't tell me what's wrong. Hope you don't mind my simple song. Swear to me you'll be strong. My hope will shine like stars in the summer night. Tonight, our love is all I need. My hope will shine like stars in the summer night. Tonight, our love is all